Thank you very much, John Romkema, tonight's public address announcer here at Bartell's Rory Gymnasium. John Arter and Tom Kendra here to call all the action for you on Jayhawk basketball. Tom, the Jayhawks are taking on the Mott Bears over there from the Flint area. The Jayhawks are ranked number 17 in the nation. The Mott Bears are right behind them.
Yeah, the Jayhawks coming in red hot. You could say, John, won 5 in a row coming into this game. Coach Jason Cooper thinks this will be a good challenge. Should be a real good basketball game.
We're looking forward to it. Trina Lewis, the jump center for the Jayhawks. Tip goes out of bounds. And they'll re-jump. This time, Miskell handles the tip. Pringle down into Lewis. Pringle outside shot, three-point shot off the back of the iron. Mitchner for the Bears. Tart. Man-to-man defense for the Jayhawk. Check that, nice zone. Nice zone to start off with. Now Mitchner with 9 on the shot clock. Outside shot, three-point shot doesn't go. Pringle with a rebound.
Interesting, the Jayhawks coming out in that zone defense. That's pretty rare. Usually they play man-to-man, maybe surprising them with that zone.
Miskell down low, puts it up and in. Jayhawks are on the board first. Jayhawks open up with some intense defense, Tom. Down low, put it up and in is Lewis, and Lewis is fouled.
Yes, you're right, John. Jayhawks with that little half-court trap there, trying to maybe cause some turnovers, get the Mott before they're settled in, ready to play, try to jump on them a little bit here.
And Lewis completes the three-point play. Mott there in a 2-3 zone defense. Pass into Lewis down low. It's tipped away. Mitchner. Little bounce pass to Tart. Tart in the lane. Puts the shot up and in.
They really have to watch out for Ziria Tart. Outstanding player, averaging 20 points a game.
Lewis down low. Kicks it out to Jeffries. The Bears on a 5-0 run. 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Mitchner. A nice steal there by Jeffries. Ahead to Lewis. Lewis from the near side. Bank shot doesn't go. Pringle with a putback, and she is fouled. Kaylin Chilton on the foul. Pringle at the line, shooting 2. Makes good on the first.
Great offensive rebound that time by Mariah Pringle, 5'10" freshman out of Brethren High School.
She makes them both.
Couple of nice looking free throws there, John.
Yes. Very confident look.
And the Jayhawks right back in that half-court trap.
Tart. Lewis. Lewis rebound, no. Miskell, quick outlet pass to Tierman. Pass a little too far for Lewis, but it's tipped out by Mott. Still Jayhawk ball.
This Mott team, John, is very fast and aggressive, but it looks like the Jayhawks may have an advantage inside. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep trying to push the ball inside tonight.
Pringle cannot handle the inbound pass, and it's stolen away. Tart with the drive, a little too hard. Nice rebound by Pringle. Oh, right there, telegraphed it. And Mitchner was right there for the steal and the putback.
Careless turnover there. Nice rebound by Pringle, but got to be more careful with that basketball.
Tierman. Mitchner with the rebound. Lewis, turnaround jumper is good.
Good job that time by Mott finding a seam in that Jayhawk zone defense. Threw it right there and a nice little mid-range jump shot.
Pringle on the far side. Tierman all alone on the near side. Three-point shot is good.
That away, Julia. That time she really got her legs into it. You see that, John? Launched it high up in the air. She's been playing great. She's averaging 10 points a game now for MCC.
Good pressure by the Jayhawks. Now Lewis on the far side. Pringle with a rebound. Tierman. Pringle sets up for a three. A little too strong. Mott the other way. Mitchner. Eight on the shot clock. Mitchner, far wing. Miskell with a rebound. Tierman. Pringle. Cross court pass. There's Jeffries. 3-point shot. In and out. Offensive board by Pringle. Puts it in.
Wow, great job by Pringle there. Good hustle there. Picking up that ball off the ground, going up for an easy putback. Ties the score.
Jayhawks continue the pressure. Ball is tipped by Mott, and it'll be Jayhawk ball.
So far, MCC has had a couple of near turnovers on that press, and that time they finally got one. So nice little bit of coaching, I think, by Jason Cooper coming out in that half-court trap.
Yes. Another thing, Tom, Coach Cooper and Decker, they could see 7 on the roster for Mott, so they've had that up-tempo going the whole game, trying to wear them down. There's a steal by Tart. Mitchner back to Tart. Mitchner along the baseline with a little drive, puts it up, no. There's an offensive board to put back too strong. Lewis rebounds for the Jayhawks. And Coach Cooper wants a timeout. 3:59 left first quarter. We're tied at 9 between Muskegon and Mott. John Arter, Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Roy Gymnasium. We have two very talented women's basketball teams in the Jayhawks and Mott.
Yes, for sure. And you mentioned, the low numbers for Mott, just 7 players, but that's better than a week ago when Ancilla College came in with just 6 players.
Right you are.
So, I guess not sure what the issue is, if it's COVID related or what. But yeah, definitely we try to run these teams into the ground when they only have 1 or 2 players on the bench.
Tierman's pass down low is tipped out of bounds by Mott. Still Jayhawk ball. 17 on the shot clock. Hamer. Kicks it out to Jeffries. Jeffries, 3-point shot is good!
Great jump shot there by Casey Jeffries. She's also in double figures average now, John, for the season, averaging 10 points a game.
There's a reach over foul. Trina Lewis will be called for that foul.
Well, the last game we did here last Tuesday against Ancilla, Jayhawks only had one player averaging in double figures, Tanae Hamer, at 12 points a game. But since then, both Casey Jeffries and Julia Tierman are also in double figures.
A little too strong. Offensive board for Mott. Tom, that's kind of nice to have double figures coming off your bench with Hamer.
Well, that's right, and it's interesting. Hamer is the only returning starter from a year ago, and now she's not starting. But Coach Cooper likes her instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, there's something to be said about a lot of the different college coaches do that. Maybe the starters get a little bit winded, and you come in with one or two blue chippers. You can.
Yeah, you can have a nice run.
Yes.
Let's see if it works here.
There's Hamer. Spots up for three. And we have a foul.
Oh,
Hamer
she
was
got
fouled
backed into there.
Yes. The foul will be on Mitchner. Hamer will go to line to shoot three.
This is a nice little run right now the Jayhawks are on. What I believe is it an 8-0 run, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yes. Hamer, good on the first. Second shot is good.
Yeah, Tanae Hamer, a 5'6" sophomore out of Hudsonville High School.
Misses on the third. Jayhawks by 5. Mitchner along the far side. Jayhawks stay in that 1-2-2 zone. A nice steal there by Pringle.
That zone has been very effective, John. The Bears can't, they like to penetrate, but they're not finding any lanes to penetrate against that zone.
Hamer, three-point shot, in and out. One nice thing about that 1-2-2 zone is they put one of their post players up on top, and it's hard to see the rest of the court.
Yeah, that's right. Casey Jeffries is playing the top of that 1-2-2 with those long arms, doing a nice job.
And Tart goes down to the court and draws the foul on Tierman. That's Julia's first. Foul happened on the floor, so the Bears will inbound. Tart over to Lewis. Ten on the shot clock. Lewis, jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Bears, but there is only 6 on the shot clock. There's Tart. Mitchner, 2 on the shot clock.
They're not going to get a shot off,
That's
John.
right. Oh, and she nailed the 3 right after the buzzer.
Yeah.
It's a turnover.
I tell you, that zone is really throwing the this Mott offense into disarray right now. They've gone a long stretch here where they've been stuck on 9 points.
Yep. There's a steal by Mott on the near side. Lewis with a little head fake. Now Tart, top of the key, 3.
Coach Cooper was worried about Zaria Tart coming into the game. And she showed it there, a nice jump shot.
Hamer, 3-point shot, a little too hard. Offensive board by Jeffries. Hamer, little head fake, drives, off the board, no. Offensive board by Miskell, puts it in.
Wow, what a great offensive rebound that time by Nia Miskell. She's another freshman, 5'9", out of Muskegon High School.
Nice anticipation by Miskell. There's the steal. Now Hamer. Hamer is fouled. That will be on Mitchner, number 2 on Zariah.
Back-to-back great plays by Nia Miskell. The offensive rebound and putback, and then a great anticipation making that steal down here, leading to a foul against Mott.
Shot clock is off. Pringle from the near baseline, shot by Ramirez, doesn't go. Lewis with the rebound. 8 seconds. Tart. Rebound by Pringle. The buzzer goes off, and that's the end of the first quarter. Our score is Muskegon 16, Mott 12. Tom, what a nice first quarter for the Jayhawks, and look at their balanced scoring. As you look at the scoring, there's 5 people in there, very balanced scoring. On the other hand, the Bears, you know their 2 main people. They're the ones they're counting on that have 10 out of their 12 points in Terrett and Lewis.
Yeah, I think you just nailed. That's one of the keys to this Jayhawk team. Very balanced scoring, and Jason Cooper keeps everyone involved. Everyone feels like they have an ownership stake in this team, and it makes a big difference. And yeah, you see a lot of these teams, like you mentioned in the conference, they'll have 1 or 2 players, and the rest don't do much. And that's certainly not the case with these Jayhawks.
Jeffries. Hamer controls the ball. Plenty of time, 10 on the shot clock. Ramirez. One-hander, doesn't go. Rebound is maintained by Chilton. She'll leave it for Tart.
Mott taking a little page out of MCC's book there, John, with the zone defense to open the second quarter. Let's see if MCC can adjust their offense.
Ball's tipped by Jeffries. Out of bounds, still be the Bears' ball. 14 on the shot clock. Lewis. Three on the shot clock. Long three-point shot off the iron. Rebounded by Ramirez, but stolen right away by Tart, and Tart draws the foul. Ramirez did a nice job getting a rebound, Tom, but then she brought the ball down instead of getting it off to a guard, and Tart took advantage of that.
That's right. It was a nice rebound, but you got to be strong with that ball. Like you bring it down, they're going to be swiping at it.
Tart good on the first free throw. She makes them both.
It's a lot more aggressive brand of basketball than in high school for a lot of these kids.
Whoa! Pringle steps up and nails a 3 from the top of the key.
Boy, she has a nice looking jump shot.
Yeah.
A lot of these Jayhawks do. Kenna Ramirez with a nice looking shot.
Ten second.
Here we go again. That half-court trap does the trick again with the turnover.
Yes, it does. I'm not sure if it was last year or when that was put in, but the women's never really had a 10-second rule against them like the men's, but this year they do. Now Ramirez, Jeffries. Top of the key, Ramirez.
Oh! Jayhawks right now with 4 good three-point shooters out there on the court at one time, and they are just lighting it up.
Oh, nice steal by Hamer. Good anticipation. Left-hand layup is good. A double-digit lead for the Jayhawks.
Wow, the Jayhawks are got to jump in their step right now.
I like this 1-2-2 defense. Having a post player on top. Jeffries is over on one side, and the quick Hamer on the other. Lewis, too hard off the glass, ball tipped away. Lewis gets the rebound, Little bounce pass over to Sipes. Chilton. Tart, a long three. In and out. Misko with a rebound.
I tell you who doesn't like that 1-2-2 defense, John, is the Mott Bears. They have no answers right now.
That's right. And we have a blocking foul along the baseline. That will go against Lewis. That's her first. Jayhawks will inbound. 22 on the shot clock. Shayla Arter checks in for Jeffries. Vermeris to inbound. Pass in to Arter. Arter puts it up and in.
Wow, how about that? Right off the bench. Shayla Arter is in and ready to play. Gets the ball and knocks in a nice little jump shot.
Jayhawks with still good pressure in the backcourt. Very close to the 10-second. Nice. Very nice move by Shayla Arter, and Coach Cooper was there to call a timeout before the tie-up. 6:52 left first half. Jayhawks by 12, 26-14. Tom, a fine 10-2 run by the Jayhawks here to start the second quarter, giving them a 12-point lead.
Yeah, it's really that half-court trap defense, which is really sparking the offense on the other end. A great steal there by Tanae Hamer for an easy putback, but a couple of nice three-point shots, one by Mariah Pringle and the other by Kenna Vermeris. Nice to see the Jayhawks. They've found a lot of different ways to score here, John.
And they're shooting well.
Yes, they are.
Good shooting percentage tonight. Vermeris, spots Misko down low. It's an easy bucket for Naya.
Wow, beautiful look there again. Not having to extend their defense to get out on these shooters, and it left Misko wide open underneath.
A trap on the far corner. Lewis to Mitchner. Shot does not go, but the offensive board and putback is good by Lewis.
That time the Jayhawks blocked out well, but you can block out, but you also got to grab the ball at some point.
Right. Shayla Arter. Three-point shot is good.
How about Shayla Arter off the bench?
5 points.
Yeah, the freshman from Ferndale, 5 points in less than a minute, I think, of playing time.
Sipes. Tart. Lays it up and in. Tart with 9 points. Hamer with a drive. Battle for the ball, jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Mott. Trina Lewis checks in for Pringle.
This is the first of 2 home games this week, John.
Yes, Mid-Michigan will be in town on Friday. Mid-Michigan up near Mount Pleasant.
If this women's team is able to grab 2 wins, they'd really seize control of that Western Conference. They're already in first at 4-0. That would move them to 6-0 with a pair of wins.
Mid-Michigan also sports a fine team too, as they're in the honorable mention. Tart, offensive board and the putback. Double figures now with 11 points.
Yeah, she's tough, John. Zaria Tart, she's only 5'7", but she plays much bigger than that.
Lewis. Tart for 3.
Wow. And she's the one leading the Bears back.
Tom, initially, Mott started off with Lewis, the post player, down low and Tart up towards the top. Well, you're seeing the big post player, the Jayhawks, leading the zone. They've switched, and now you'll see Lewis up on top and Tart down below. There's a turnover by the Jayhawks.
Yeah, that's one thing about these Mott players. You can tell they're very versatile. They can play inside and out. And they had to do something.
Yes,
Because that MCC zone was really giving them fits.
Yes,
but
it was.
Maybe they found a way. So we'll just see what happens here in the last 4 minutes or so.
They still haven't solved it completely. Tart throws the ball out of bounds. Turnover. 4:05 left first half. Jayhawks by 8. Tierman kicks it over to Jeffries. Arter, top of the key. Jeffries pulls the trigger on a 3. Off the iron. Tart with the rebound. Another pass too hard to handle. Another turnover by the Bears.
Yeah, way too many turnovers for Mott. You know, Mott's gone back to man-to-man defense. The Jayhawks basically shot them out of that zone they were in.
Yes.
And they've been much better defensively in man-to-man than they were in zone.
Jeffries hits a 3. That's her second tray of the night, Tom.
Boy, it's nice to see her get going. Casey Jeffries, one of the returnees off last year's 25-5 team, playing a much bigger role this year. She's a sophomore from Whitehall, and she has a beautiful jump shot.
A bounce pass out of bounds. Another Bears turnover just on passes alone. Boy, that's tough on a team when 3 offensive sets and you don't even get one look at the basket.
Turnovers are killers.
Yes, they are. Hamer. Tierman. Jeffries. Pass is stolen by Tart. Tart with the drive draws the foul. Tierman commits her second foul. And Mott wants a timeout. 2:34 left first half. It's Muskegon 34, Mott 23. We'd like to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job tonight. Eric Taylor over there on camera, giving you all the action of Jayhawk basketball. And in the booth, Rod Van Nortwick, our director and producer.
Yeah, thank goodness for MCC TV, John, because right now in the Western Conference, no spectators.
Right.
So,
it's great to bring the viewing area, Jayhawk basketball.
That's right, especially the parents and the
Yes.
family of these players. They can watch every game live. So it's a nice thing for our community.
Tart at the line. Good on the first free throw. Tart has 15 for the game. She makes them both.
Of course, Mott Community College, John, located in Flint, and that's reflected in their lineup with the 7 players, all of them from close to the Flint area. And that's pretty much true of the Jayhawks, too. Almost all of our 9 players, 7 of our 9 are right from the Muskegon area.
Trina Lewis along the baseline is fouled. Chilton commits her second foul. Hamer to inbound. Hamer into Pringle. Little hook, a little too hard, gets her offensive board. Now kicks it over to Tierman on the far wing, too strong. It turns out to be a nice pass to Lewis.
Yeah, what What a great job by Trina Lewis. Great position under there, kept her eye on it. Grabbed the air ball and put it right back in.
It's tough to steal a pass like that. Now Tart, far wing. 10 on the shot clock.
Jayhawks in man-to-man now.
Shot does not go. Jeffries will leave it for Tierman. Quickly over to Hamer. Hamer sees an opening with the drive, puts it up and in.
Nice decision there by Tanae Hamer instead of settling for the jump shot. There was a little bit of a lane there, and she took it strong to the basket.
Tart. Eight on the shot clock. Mitchner with the drive. Gets her own rebound, the putback too hard. Pringle with a rebound, quick outlet to Tierman. Tierman, ooh, a long pass. Pringle. Jeffries, three-point shot off the iron. Saved by Mitchner.
Nice ball movement that time by the Jayhawks. Casey Jeffries normally knocks down that shot. It was a good look, but can't make them all, right?
Right.
But you try to.
That's right. It is a good goal. Now Mitchner, 10 on the shot clock. Nice rejection by Lewis. Left-hander up and good by Lewis.
Wow. Great job on the defensive end and finish on the offensive end by Trina Lewis.
Tart. Long three-point shot doesn't go. The buzzer does go. And at the end of the first half, it's Muskegon 40, Mott Community College 25. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. 40-25, Jayhawks lead the Bears of Mott. Here after the first half, we have the assistant coach, Nicole Decker, with us to join us. And what a good first half by the Jayhawks. You're playing a very competitive team, but yet you outscored them 24-13 in the second quarter to take command here, but it's still not over.
Yeah, it's definitely not over, and Mott is a very talented team. I'm very proud of the girls in their press and their shooting. They've been doing very well defensively, and so I think that we need to keep that rolling, get some more box outs, get some more rebounds, and keep going.
You've done very well with that half-court press on the half-court trap, and then you settle back into a 1-2-2 zone. One of your post players up on top, and they don't get very good vision of the court, do they?
Yeah, you're right about that. We put them in a new place, but they handled it very well, and I think it's great. They're learning to talk more and communicate more, and having Trina, especially up front, she's long, she's athletic, and she gets those steals, and she pushes her teammates too as well.
Mm-hmm. How about the balance there, the balance scoring by the Jayhawks? You look at it, and we have 8 players, 8 out of the 9 players right there. Sydney hasn't been played, otherwise she'd be in scoring position too.
Yeah, so that's a thing that we've been talking about for the past couple of games. It's been really nice to see so many of our players get to the rim, be able to score and put points up. You know, being able to say that so many people are leading this team is really great.
The scoring average, this is in the first half here. You look at your yearly average and your first half average. You've averaged 45, a little over 45 field goal percentage, 35 behind the arc, and 80 at the free throw, which is much better than your yearly average.
Thank God, right? The free throws, I'm so thankful.
Yes.
But yeah, we're shooting pretty well today, and we're pretty happy about it.
Mm-hmm. Maria Pringle, 8 rebounds. She's controlling the boards.
Yeah, she's got a big body. You know, that we ask that of her. We tell her, especially on 15, and she's a great player from Mott, and we've been asking a lot of her today. We knew that this was going to be a tough battle, and so Mariah's been stepping up, and we expected that of her, and so we're excited to see that.
With the Bears only bringing 7 players, is that another reason why the Jayhawks have been so up-tempo and try to run them a little bit?
You know, I wouldn't say that that's the only reason. I think that we want our girls to run. We want our girls to have that tempo and be able to keep that pace for the whole game moving forward for the rest of this season, because it brings them energy, and we like to see that from them.
The Jayhawks are ranked 17th in the nation, but you have to keep proving yourself every game. What a good week. You have Mott, and then you have Mid-Michigan coming in here at home. Two good teams to prove yourself.
Two very good teams, and we're excited to have them on our home court. We hope to keep the ball rolling with it. We're excited for Mid on Friday, but we have a game to finish tonight.
They have two players that are 23 of the 25 points. That's in Tart and Lewis.
I
so
saw that.
so that's something that both Coach Cooper and yourself were very well aware of.
Yes, very well. And we talked about that heading into today. We talked about their two main players that are going to score. And so, those are things we got to look out for.
Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck here in the second half.
Thank you.
Nicole Decker, the assistant coach here for the Jayhawks. Tom Kendra will be joining me shortly as the Jayhawks get ready to start the second half. They lead 40-25. Jayhawks will inbound the ball on the near side. Trina Lewis will have the honors of triggering it in. Nice interview with assistant coach Nicole Decker, talking about Jayhawk basketball. And, of course, when you're winning 40-25, the interviews go well.
Yeah, she must have been in a good mood. Yes. Jayhawks really played well in that first half, John.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Little bounce pass there. Jeffries has the ball stolen away by Lewis. Lewis returns the favor as Tierman is in the lane to steal that one. Two quick turnovers. Now Jeffries, far side, uses the backboard for three.
Wow, it's your night when you bank in a three-pointer from out there, but that's the 7th three-pointer of the game for the Jayhawks.
A nice block by Miskell, but she gets body also and commits the foul. That's the first foul on Miskell. Lewis at the line, shooting two. Off the front of the iron.
John, that three-pointer by Jeffries, that gives the Jayhawks a 7-2 edge in three-pointers. 5 more three-pointers, that's 15 points right there.
Lewis misses both. Miskell with the rebound. Tierman across the midcourt line. Pass into Lewis. Lewis could not get the handle on the ball. And it's a steal for Lewis. Tart on the baseline, pulls the trigger on it, in and out. Battle for the ball. Jump ball. Sydney Bowl checks in for Pringle. .48 left, third quarter. Passes out to Lewis, top of the key. Checked by Bowl, shot goes off the rim, and Tierman comes away with it. Tierman, nice pass to Lewis, and the whistle. Foul on the floor as blocking foul will be called on Tart. That's her first foul of the game.
Some of those are so hard to call, John. That one could have gone either way.
Yes.
Went in favor of the Jayhawks.
Pass too far for Miskell, and it turns into a steal and a 3-on-2 break. Tart leans in, shot in and out, ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon. Coach Cooper wants a timeout. 8:27 left to go third quarter. It's Muskegon 43, Mott 25. Tom, the Jayhawks are fortunate, as are the high schools in the Muskegon area, to have Mercy Health trainers here. We've got athletic trainer Jess DeBruin here along the sidelines for Jayhawk basketball.
Yeah, does a great job. A former player here at MCC, so she certainly knows what it's like to play basketball here and does a great job with these teams.
That she does. The inbound pass was tipped and stolen by Lewis. Lewis, little one-on-one. Shot does not go. Lewis starts the break the other direction. Lewis puts it up and in.
That time, Ari Lewis for Mott got the better of Trina Lewis for Muskegon in the battle of the Lewises.
There you go. Now Lewis, top of the key. Tierman. 7 on the shot clock. Tierman, left-hand dribble, lays it off, Bowl. Lewis with the rebound. Now Jayhawks in the man-to-man. 12 on the shot clock. Bounce pass into Tart. Tart in the lane. And we have a foul on Muskegon. And that'll be on Jeffries. That's her first of the game.
I thought they were going to call a travel that time, John. They
Very close.
could have easily called that, but
Very close. Lewis cuts across the lane and draws a Muskegon foul. Miskell commits her second foul. Pringle checks back in.
yeah, Pringle, what a great first half. 7 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals.
Another Muskegon foul. Hamer commits a foul.
It's 3 fouls in about 10 seconds.
Yes,
man.
it's the 4th foul of the quarter. Next one turns into the double bonus. Bowles able to save it, just tips it back, and a quick Tierman races, picks it up along the near side, pulls up, doesn't go. There's Hamer all alone, too hard. Jayhawks misfire on 2 shots.
Wow,
Lewis.
Hamer missed a wide open layup there.
Yes. Probably too excited, too wide open.
That could be.
Oh, through traffic, Tart puts it in. A 14-point lead. A reach over foul will be called on Marish.
Mott trailed by 15 points at the half. It's 14 now. They would love to get it in single digits heading into the final quarter.
And there's a steal on the inbound pass. Mitchner with a drive, puts a shot up too hard. Nice rebound by Bowl. Tierman. Timeout. 6:21 left, third quarter. It's a 14-point lead for the Jayhawks, 43-29. John Harder and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Rhodey Gymnasium. And what a week for the Jayhawks, the women's team there, Tom, as they play 2 teams that are receiving votes in the national rankings in Mott tonight and Mid-Michigan Lakers on Friday.
Yeah, it's a tough week, but it's nice having them both at home. And like I mentioned earlier, what an opportunity. If they're able to win both of these games, they would really, seize control of that conference race. And so far, so good tonight.
Hamer, little Tierman. Tierman has her shot blocked, but she draws the foul. And that foul is on Lewis, number 2 on Airy.
Great look that time from one sophomore Hamer to another, Julia Tierman.
Tierman good on the first free throw.
She's been pretty quiet tonight, John. This is her 4th point of the game, but she's really been playing well in recent weeks.
She sinks both free throws.
Julia Tierman from Mona Shore is averaging 10 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. So a very aggressive player, stepped up and is the point guard this year for MCC. Doing a great job.
That she is. 10 on the shot clock. Tart Brings it back out, top of the key, 6 on the shot clock. Too hard off the backboard, rebounded there by Hamer along the near side. Tierman, Bowl. Bowl puts the shot up and draws the foul. Marish commits her second foul. Sydney Bowl at the line. Bowl is good on the first free throw. Jayhawks have been shooting their free throws very well tonight. They were shooting 80% in the first half.
That's outstanding. You know, it's just a very good shooting team. A lot of these girls have very nice looking jump shots, good form, so it's really not surprising, I guess, how well they shoot free throws.
Coach Decker and I were able to talk in the first half of their yearly average versus what they did in that first half, and they've been shooting very well above average. Now Mitchner working on Tierman, the drive, puts the shot up and in.
And what is the purpose of basketball, John? It's to shoot the ball into the basket.
That's right. That's right.
If your shooting percentage goes up, your winning percentage is going to go up.
Yes. Hamer, three-point shot is good.
Beautiful job that time by Julia Tierman, driving, bringing the defense to her, and then kicking it back out to Tanae Hamer for a nice jump shot.
Jayhawks by 19. Tart leans in, puts the shot up and in. 20 points for Tart.
She's been basically a one girl show tonight for Mott.
Jeffries in the far corner. Top of the key, Pringle. Nice bucket.
While Mariah Pringle's outstanding night continues. Does that bring her into double figures, John?
To 9. She becomes the third Jayhawk with 9 points. So good balanced scoring continues.
The other thing that's going to have to be a factor here is fatigue with Mott with just 7 players, really only 6 of them who have played. You know, compared to MCC using all 9 players. Should be able to wear him down.
Lewis at the line. Makes the first. The 5th team foul in a quarter leads to the double bonus. In and out on the second. Tierman. Hamer pulls the trigger on another 3. This one is rebounded by Chilton. Mott would like a timeout. 3:46 left third quarter. 52 Muskegon, 34 Mott. We'll be right back. Tom, the Jayhawks started out the second half with a nice 3-pointer by Jeffries off the backboard. Then Mott put on a run to come within 13, but the Jayhawks have answered that. They're now back up by 18.
Yeah, and a great job of adjusting, not getting impatient, and just got back to doing what they do. The sophomores have really sparked them. Tanae Hamer and Julia Tierman, along with Jeffries here in the second half.
Jayhawks in the 1-2-2 zone again. Chilton, Mitchner, Lewis. 4 on the shot clock. A quick shot, doesn't go. Offensive board by Mott. Now Lewis, top of the key. Another offensive board for Mott. Mitchner driving baseline. Another offensive rebound, and we have a whistle. It looks like Hamer ran into Tart, their top player, commits the foul, and the double bonus will be 2 shots for Tart.
Right now, Mott much more aggressive going after those loose balls and rebounds than the Jayhawks.
Yes.
You know, Coach Cooper doesn't care if we're up by 18 points. He wants to see that constant effort.
Tart, good on the first free throw. Tart makes them both. Tierman with a drive, lays it up and in.
And the foul.
Julia Tierman. Fouls on Chilton, that's number 3 on Kaylin.
Tell you what, that Julia Tierman, she's the smallest player on the court at 5'4", but she is aggressive and good hard-nosed point guard.
Misses on the free throw, but has 7 points for the night. Chilton, Mitchner. Now Tart. Oh, there's the rebound by Pringle.
Once again, that Jayhawk zone has been very effective since they went back to it.
Good look down low, and able to finish is Lewis.
Good job by Trina Lewis staying active on the boards. She's the leading rebounder for the Jayhawks. Better than 8 a game.
She had 8 right there in the first half. Long pass tipped out of bounds by Mott. It'll still be Jayhawk ball. Inbound pass to Pringle. She'll leave it for Tierman. Mott goes into a zone. There's Lewis down low, and Lewis has the ball stripped by Sipes. Still Mott ball. A 20-point lead for the Jayhawks. Jayhawks move over into a 2-3 zone. Sipes, Mitchner, 3-point shot. Rebounded by Miskell. Tierman over to Jeffries. Jeffries, little bounce pass down low to Lewis. Lewis is fouled by Chilton. That's number 4 on Chilton. And a double bonus for Trina Lewis. Trina good on the first free throw. Trina makes them both.
Hopefully some of the good play here by the MCC women, John, will rub off on the men's team.
Yes.
They're having, as good as it's been so far for the women, it's been equally as bad for the men. They're 1-4, come in with a 2-game losing streak here in the nightcap tonight against Mott.
Lewis has the ball stolen away. Mitchner with a drive. Nice defense by Pringle. And we have a whistle.
Looks like a broken mask there for Mariah Pringle.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's I guess that's part of basketball here in 2021. Is
You're right. You're right.
gotta
Keeping it safe so the players can continue. Now Pringle, top of the key, fires a pass down low. Trina Lewis, a little too hard. And we have a whistle over the back by Miskell.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning. You know, we've said it before, but MCC, one of just 5 teams in the 10-team Western Conference that's actually playing this winter.
Yes.
5 teams canceled due to COVID, including Lansing, Jackson, Kellogg, Kalamazoo, and Lake Michigan. So kudos to Marty McDermott, the AD here at MCC, for allowing these athletes to play this year, even if it is a shortened season.
Maresh is good on the first free throw, her first point of the night. She becomes the 4th player to score a point for Mott. Otherwise, it's been Tart and Lewis and a little bit of Mitchner. Marish makes them both. Tierman. Little bounce pass into Pringle. Pringle, turnaround shot is blocked. Stolen away by Tart.
Wow. Got it right on the arm. No call from the official there.
Now Mitchner sends it over to Lewis. Mitchner, Lewis.
Bears not in a big hurry, even though they're down 20.
Jayhawks are fine with that. And there's the shot clock violation, which is not going to affect them. 2 back-to-back buzzers. Some of the players thought it was the end of the quarter, but it was just the shot clock. Well, now we're at the end of the quarter. Our score is Muskegon 58, Mott 38. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Roadie. Jayhawks have played a very good game against a very good team.
Yes, they have. And again, the balance, that's what I keep, during these breaks, I keep looking down at the stat sheet, and that just keeps jumping out at me. Everyone is involved on this MCC women's team, and maybe that's Coach Cooper's biggest strength, is his ability to get everybody contributing. It's a true team.
And how do you defend a team when you have balance like that in the scoring?
Oh, geez. Yeah. Still nobody in double figures, but,
no.
But 3 players with 9, 1 with 8, 1 with 7. Yeah, that's just – Mott hasn't had an answer, that's for sure.
That's right. Now Jeffries, far wing, 3-point shot off the iron. Nice job by Tierman, aggressively getting the rebound and puts it in.
Wow, nice aggressive take. She doesn't play like she's 5'4", John Arter.
Nearly a steal by Lewis. Tart, little head fake. Mitchner. Long 3-point shot is good by Sipes, using the backboard.
Inadvertently, I think, but
yes,
using it nonetheless.
Nice drive, reverse layup, does not go for Jeffries. Mitchner. Sipes. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Sipes, top of the key. Mitchner drives baseline. And a blocking foul. That will be on Sydney Bowl, her first. Mitchner to inbound. Sipes, 3-point shot. Rebounded by Pringle. Pringle. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Tart. Still Jayhawk ball.
You know what's interesting, John? The Jayhawks have players from 8 different high schools. The only high school with 2 players on this Jayhawk team is Fruitport. Freshman Kenneth Ramirez and freshman Sydney Bull. A couple of Fruitport Trojans here.
12 on the shot clock. Pass into the post. Pringle, a little left hand look. Hook does not go. She is fouled. It looks like it's going to be Tart for her second foul. Pringle at the line, shooting 2. Mariah good on the first.
She's played a great game, John.
Becomes the first Jayhawk to get into double figures. She makes them both.
Mariah Pringle, 5'10" sophomore from Brethren. She's a post player, but she can step out and shoot that three-pointer. Makes her a difficult matchup.
Lewis. Good defense by the Jayhawks. They finally get it to Tart. Tart, a little too strong. Offensive board by Sipes. Tart with a drive. Left-hand layup is good.
Well, that's one thing that Coach Cooper will be able to talk to his team about in practice these next few days is offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
Giving up a few too many here against Mott.
Jeffries, three-point shot. Doesn't go. Lewis. Jayhawk defense shut down that drive. And now Tart, three-point shot is good. 27 points for Tart.
Yeah, Coach Cooper told you before the game, John, that she was had Division I talent.
Yes.
And she has proven it. She just doesn't have the supporting cast.
Pringle. Tart with a rebound. Mitchner lays it up and in. And we have a timeout on the floor. 6:49 left to go in this contest. It's Muskegon 62, Mott 48. A very recent 20-point lead for the Jayhawks saw a 6-0 run by the Bears, and it's now 14.
Yeah, give credit to Mott. Like we mentioned, just 7 players, really 6 that have played much at all. And, yeah, they're still playing hard. They're making a run. I think they feel like if they can get it into single digits,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
That's right. Jayhawks need to continue to play hard. Now Hamer drives the lane. Shot does not go. She tips it to Misko. Misko puts it up and in.
It seems like when the Jayhawks need a spark, Tanae Hamer really comes in and gives it to him. A nice drive that time, but beautiful offensive rebound and putback by Nia Miskell.
Lowell's baseline jumper is rebounded by Pringle. Tierman across the timeline. Now Tierman with a drive draws the foul. Foul is on Mitchner. Number 3 on Mitchner.
Great ball handling there by Tierman. She was really getting hounded by Zariah Mitchner, but strong take to the bucket.
Tierman good on the first.
That's the other thing Julia Tierman does well is shoot free throws.
And she makes them both. Very smooth. Now Lewis. Far wing. Sipes, baseline jumper, high archer, doesn't go. Tierman chases down the loose ball. Coach Cooper wants Jayhawks to slow it down and look for a good shot.
Yeah, no need to be in a hurry right now.
Hamer working through traffic and puts it in. That's a strong move.
Wow. Lead is back up to 20, John. You know, Mott called that timeout when they cut it to 14, but it was the Jayhawks that made the adjustments.
And a 10-second turnover. Jayhawk ball. That half-court trap has created a couple of those tonight, Tom.
That really set the tone in this game, you know, early in the game. And then every time the Jayhawks, you know, had a lull or needed a little something, Coach Cooper would go back into that trap. And it's worked like a charm every time.
Hamer. Vermeris. Ooh, a high pass goes out of bounds. It's a Jayhawk turnover. 4:54 left. Mitchner. Long pass down low. Unable to convert is Pierce.
Stop.
Hamer with the drive, puts it up and in, and is fouled. Pierce commits the foul. Hamer makes good on the free throw.
Wow, the story of this game, in the first half it was the shooting of the Jayhawks. In the second half it's been Tanae Hamer and Julia Tierman, their aggressive drives to the basket to put the game away.
Tart is fouled on the way to the bucket. Pringle commits her second foul. Tart to the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. She makes good on both. Timeout, Mott. 4:19 left in the contest. 71-50, Muskegon. Coach Cooper, Tom, is always coaching. He's up by 21. He's working on everything and wanting them to pay attention to the details.
Oh, no question about it. He's a veteran coach, John. It's in his third year at MCC, but he coached 11 years at Lake Michigan College. And he knows there's bigger battles still to come down the road.
Right.
You know, looking ahead already, you know, it seems like we've just started, but it won't be long before the regional tournament.
And after the timeout, the 5 seconds started, so the Jayhawks raced down.
He was doing too much coaching that time.
Good point. Tart commits her third foul.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. That time the officials blew the whistle, and then finally the Jayhawks weren't out on the court in time.
Yes.
They just set the ball down there on the far end line.
Right.
Kina,
start counting.
That's right. Kenna Vermeris was sprinting to the ball to try to get to it and didn't get to it in time. It was a 5-second violation.
Now Vermeris to inbound. Extended defense by Mott. And in the backcourt, it looks like Lewis, it is, commits the foul. Number 3 on Lewis. That's the team's 5th. Double bonus in effect. Hamer to the line to shoot 2. Hamer good on the first free throw. Misses on the second. Now Mitchner. Lewis. 10 on the shot clock. Mitchner pulls up the shot off the backboard, doesn't go. Battle for the ball, jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Mott. 19 on the shot clock. Inbounds the Tart. In the corner, Mitchner. Marish. Pringle with a rebound.
Pretty impressive effort tonight, John, for the Jayhawks. This is a pretty good Mott team.
Yes, it is.
And Jayhawks have handled them right from the start.
And Lewis called for her fourth foul. Trina Lewis to shoot two. Off the front of the iron. Trina makes the second. Mitchner, checked by Hamer. Little drive, left hand. Foul on the floor. It'll be on Shayla Arter, her first. Mott, very patient. 7 on the shot clock. Lewis from the free throw line. Offensive board. And Hamer will be called for the foul. That's her third. Team's fourth.
MCC men, John, making their way onto the court. Again, what a difference a year makes. Last year, Jayhawk men finished 21 wins in a row before the national tournament was called, and again this year off to a rough 1-4 start. Lost a lot of talented players off that team.
Sure did, and height. Mr. Grazoulis going on to play at Ferris State was very nice to have in the post.
That's right, Kylan Ship, a great point guard.
Lewis commits her 5th foul. She'll finish with 10 points for the night.
Jayhawks firmly in control here. Just play out the final 2+ minutes for their 6th victory in a row.
Very nice. Hamer likes to go to her left. Nice drive. Ball does not go down. And a whistle. Fouls on Pringle. Her third. Mitchner at the line with a double bonus. Mitchner good on the first. Misses on the second. Finding the ball and putting it up and in is Tart. Mott trying to put on some pressure here in the last couple minutes.
Not sure why, John. A little too late, down 20.
Ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon. Jeffries checks back in. Two-three zone. Marish. Tierman. Ball is stolen on the far side. Good athletic move by Tart. Pringle with a rebound. Tierman adjusts for that cross-court pass. Jayhawks will slow it down. Under a minute to go. Jayhawks by 18.
One of those games it's hard to name an MVP because there's such balance. Different players start at different points in this game.
Yes. Shot clock violation. We'll give the ball back to the Bears with 24.8 to go.
You know, in the first half of this game, I thought it was really the shooting of Casey Jeffries and Mariah Pringle that allowed the Jayhawks to pull away. And then in the second half, it was our two sophomore guards, Tanae Hamer and Julia Tierman, who's aggressive, you know, driving to the basket, sort of sealed this win.
Long three-point shot, rebounded by Pringle. Pringle must have at least 15 rebounds.
Yeah, she's been fantastic.
Yes, she has, and there it goes. That's the end of the game. Our score is Muskegon 73, Mott 55. The Jayhawks go to 5-0 in conference play, 6-1 overall. The Bears drop to 2-1 in conference play, 3-3 overall. A very good game, very good balance, and against a very good team.
That's right. What an impressive rebound for this MCC women's team after that opening game. A 94-42 loss to Grace Christian. Since then, all the Jayhawks have done is won 6 in a row.
That they have, winning this one 73-55. We want to thank the MCC TV crew for bringing this game to you. Eric Taylor and Rod Van Nortwick. And for my partner Tom Kendra, this is John Iris saying we're going to take a 20-minute break and we'll be right back for the men's game on MCC TV.